Welcome to Passion Point, a show about your passion, your purpose, your potential. We're back with Peter Reinhardt, the Chief Executive Officer of Whiz Marketing, a man who's known as the Wizard. You're a search engine optimization expert, an IT buff, Peter, and you are a marketing wizard who has developed a unique niche with not only businessmen, but women on top. Business executives, entrepreneurs who have really come to you to optimize their businesses. When I spoke with your clients, what was amazing to me was they spoke to me not only about their results and your dedication, but your extraordinary integrity and creativity, and that you really were the whiz.
Well, thank you.
So I want to hear, Peter, tell me about, I know that your tagline is where innovation becomes marketing magic. Let's talk about the passion, the purpose, the potential, the intellectual area, the IQ, the emotional area, and the SQ. How do you help your clients intellectually get farther ahead? How do you help them emotionally connect with their audience? And how do you help them really turn into the values, the power within that sustains us all? What do you do that's different?
Well, one of the key things that I deliver in the way that I approach marketing is that I'm very customer-centric, that I actually spin this on its axis and say that rather than trying to, what most people think is sell a product, is I look at it to reframe it for the customer, or for my clients, to say, let's look at it from the customer's perspective. What is it that the customer is buying? So you might look at it and say, well, I sell coffee cups. Mm-hmm. And traditional marketing and media would suggest that you would put up on the on your website and on your promotional material.
I sell coffee cups.
You sell coffee cups, and that you've been in business for 20 years, and that you have a 5-step process of being able to develop the best coffee cup in the industry.
Yeah.
People don't look at finding your product in that way, and probably Google has been one of the greatest insights of showing us how customers really do think and how they purchase products. So when they search under Google, they're not looking to buy coffee, to people who sell coffee cups, they're looking to buy coffee cups. They're looking perhaps even for a hot beverage container. And so the word coffee cup might be just a jargon that's used within your industry and not necessarily what the consumer is looking for. So by us looking from the customer's perspective and building then a value proposition from the customer's perspective is how you
Which
build
is
the
the
strength.
hardest thing to do.
It's not easy.
So you, instrumental in your work is the customer's perspective, the end user's perspective. And also, I would think the personality of your direct client.
Exactly, and there's 3 components that we talk to: purpose, product, and personality. Mm-hmm. The purpose is,
which is very different than the traditional marketing.
It's true.
Is it not?
That's true.
What are the traditional?
You got me, but there's
product,
4 pieces.
Place, and there's another one.
That's true, and I approached it from a totally revolutionary approach.
Yes.
I come more from the school of hard knocks of what it takes to actually build businesses, mm-hmm. Sustainable businesses. And so when I try to unpack exactly what it takes to be a very effective marketer, mm-hmm. I started looking at it saying, well, being customer-centric, they're the ones who define the purpose, the target market. Is the one that comes up with the purpose, and that's what defines the product. So your product has to be a square peg into a square hole.
Yes.
The personality is what differentiates you from all the competition. The personality is where you have to appeal to all the 3 Qs. You have to appeal to the intellectual sense of your audience. It's got to make rational sense. Mm-hmm. You appeal to the emotional impact, the way that people want to embrace this new product, the way that they want to be engaged with that product. Mm-hmm. And then through the SQ, and that is the value systems. And does this align with their current values and the way that they want to be able to...
and does it create value?
And does it create value?
Yeah. Exactly.
So the personality part of the product is your point of differentiation. Mm-hmm. That's where the Qs come in. And that's where we really start to, and then you can become...
So let me understand, with a client, you would start by doing a comprehensive analysis of what their customer really wants, right?
That's correct.
And also, what will help them bridge technology? What will help them get more hits on their website? What will help them get greater exposure? But over and above that, there's another element, from what I understand, that you take into account the personality of your client and how you use that to engage their target market.
It's the point of differentiation. It's what makes you unique. And you can have two very similar businesses that can be very sustainable within the same marketplace because they deliver a totally different personality, and it will radiate with a different subsection of an audience.
So Irene shouldn't copy Sue's personality or Peter's personality.
Exactly.
And if Maureen and I were selling these cups, it would be done in a different way.
Because I would buy Irene's coffee cup quite differently than I would buy Maureen's coffee cup.
Okay, I want to hear about that. Tell me.
It's the personality that you wrap around it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the style, the connection, the points of connection that you're going to have with the audience, and you will have more and more. We're looking at targeting and figuring out exactly who your best customer is. The internet's been our greatest ally, greatest tool, marketing tool that we've ever seen. Most of the programs that I work with drive people to web, because the web then creates a cataloging, a registration format of who these people are. Up until now, most times you put promotions out and you hope that people buy into it. And if it's a great success, we still don't know the individual people who actually bought into that product. The internet allows us to be able to, when you register, I'm registering as Peter Reinhardt, and I give you my email address, identifying component of my computer actually tells you my location, my postal code, and gives you all kinds of unique information about who those customer segments are. The more we slice and dice that, the more we can come up with messages that wrap around our customers so that we speak specifically to them.
But getting the message out there, Peter, can be a frustrating experience for business people, whether you're a large corporation or you're an entrepreneur or mid-sized business. The internet is one of the most exciting things, and for a lot of people it's also very frustrating. They don't know how to reach their target market. They don't know how to really optimize their site. They don't know how to touch their potential. What do you do that's different in that regard? And I know you do a lot, because when I went over your background, after speaking with clients, I thought, I have to know more about this man. A wizard with integrity? I mean, it's really great. And I learned that you have experience in corporate Canada, in business, in retail, in automotive, and financial insurance products, and sales training. You were both an honors graduate at university and an entrepreneur at age 16. Before you ever went to university, you were creating businesses. You're absolutely a man with a lot of passion, purpose, and potential. What do you do for your clients that is the unique end in terms of the net? Like, how do you help them get more exposure in that way? Do you feel that it's the combination of being customer-centric and taking their personality, making that a unique differentiator?
It's interesting you say that, because I do find in most of my business relationships with my clients that I become more of a business coach as I do even, we start off as being a marketing, looking to solve marketing problems, but in the end we land up being more of a business coach and saying, you know, how do we really bring the personality of Irene out to the marketplace?
Well, Peter, we are going to break in a few moments, but I want to come back and talk about the coaching aspect of your phenomenal results. We'll be back in a few minutes with Peter Reinhardt.